Welcome to this week's episode of The Super Lame Superheroes. Wait a second. We're on the wrong game. No, we're not. We're having a fun one-off this week. We're playing a game that I came up with 20-some years ago that we used to play in college, and the way it works is we all play super lame superheroes, kind of like the movie Mystery Men. So, players, would you like to introduce the characters you've created?
Yes.
Who wants to begin?
Okay. I'll begin.
Yeah.
My character is the Inanimator, aka Sharon. She is a 6-foot human woman, 160 pounds. She has the power to change into any inanimate object, among other powers. Her side effect is that one body part remains unchanged.
Whoops.
Yes.
That's a good one.
She has a backstory too, if you want it, but
I think we should just like let it develop
let it evolve
organically.
naturally. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yes.
All right. Who's the next player?
I'm the next player. Me name is Dude. Me daddy was Thor, god of thunder. Me mommy was frost giantess named Olga. She didn't like me very much though, so she kicked me out at a young age. Me have many superpowers. I have super strength, unless I scare myself and run away. I have frost power, but I give myself frostbite and it hurts. I have lightning, but then I shock my friends. I can also do an earthquake stomp, but that tends to bury me. And finally, I can scare other people. But sometimes I scare myself so bad, I pee my pants.
Awesome. And last but not least,
display. I'm midwife crisis. 42. My husband Harold doesn't care about me anymore, so I'm out fighting crime, helping in the little ways that I can. My power, invisibility, because my husband doesn't see me anyways. Except sometimes my glasses kind of go away too, so then I can't see at all. That's okay. Nagging. I love to nag. But then people kind of get mad at me. I don't understand why. I'm just trying to help them live their life. Understand? I can summon my hellspawn, but they typically demand compliance or payment in return. Like, I didn't birth them into this world, they have to ask for something else, but, my nasally voice tends to drive people crazy. Then they kind of tune me out for the next 3 turns, because nobody wants to listen to that. And finally, my penultimate move. I'm gonna call their mother.
Ooh.
Unless I don't know their mother. And then it doesn't really do anything.
You sound terrifying nonetheless. All right. Well, I'm glad you guys have all found each other. What?
I forgot to tell my other powers.
Oh, go ahead.
My other powers are levitation, but I can only get 6 inches off the ground. Telepathy, but sometimes I get amnesia. Diamond skin, but I have very low self-worth and get self-conscious about it sometimes. And regenerate limbs, but my limbs grow very slowly.
Like a slow Deadpool, so you get a little baby arm sometime.
Yeah.
Anyway, I love it. This is gonna be awesome.
You sound depressed. I can give you to my therapist. Would you like their number?
Oh, did you notice that? I've been working on that. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, well, maybe you should be, but that's okay. People can fix themselves. It's okay.
All right. Anyway, you guys all live in Hero City, and the Mayor McMayerton of Hero City has put out a call for heroes to please come help. Now, you'd think there'd be a bunch available, but a bunch of the other heroes are, the good ones are off doing important things, and that leaves you guys. So you have to go and meet the mayor.
Oh my god, Harold, it's happening, Harold! I'm wanted for something! I'm gonna go, Harold! There's dinner in the freezer, heat it up! I don't care if you don't know how to work the microwave oven, I'm leaving!
Oh, I'd figure it out.
Is this going to get me in trouble with me boss? I'm due to work the graveyard shift. Old, Jim McNuggets passed away, and I have to dig his grave tonight.
Well, let's say you go into the mayor's office and you're asking first the secretary. Oh, well, good to see you guys. I don't know. You're gonna have to talk to the mayor and find out the answer to that question. I don't know.
Well, you sound depressed.
Yes, I just was getting over my midlife crisis, so I'm still coming up out of it.
You and me both. Yeah, I got a little something for you. I'll like root around in my purse and pull out like a sandwich baggie of ibuprofen and just kind of like put it, like pop 2 out in my hand and like leave it on her desk, really unsanitary like, and go, there you go.
Thank you. All right. Well, I guess you go in and see the mayor, and so glad that someone showed up. Thank you very much for coming. So we received a tip that exactly 7 a.m. tomorrow, the city museum is going to be hit by the animal handler. He's a dastardly villain that works with 4 companion animals. Apparently, they are coming to steal the 4th dimensional egg.
4th dimensional egg. That sounds exciting.
It sounds like you made it up.
Sounds complicated.
Well, it is both all and none of those things. Is there any information you guys need before you go there tomorrow morning? Remember, the tip said exactly 7 a.m.
Are we allowed to beat up any suspicious characters?
I suppose once you're in the museum, it's fair game.
Cool. Like, is there like a percentage of property damage we need to like minimize, or like, can we just go ham?
Well, I mean, the museum is full of artifacts, many of them rather priceless. If you could, destroy as few of them as possible, that would be great.
Will we get arrested if we do, or like...
I mean, probably not.
Okay, good to know.
You are superheroes after all, and there is the Superhero Protection Ordinance.
What?
The Superhero Protection Ordinance, it's
yeah,
like
it's alright, I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Mr. Mayor, Your Honor, sir, can you send a message to me, boss, at the cemetery, saying that I off fighting evil and can't dig Jim McNugget's grave tonight?
Sure. I mean, I don't know if a note from the mayor works like a note from your doctor, but yeah, I can have that sent off. Peggy, I need a note for this guy.
Mr. Mayor, this is great and all, but what's in it for me if I do it,
Well, I thought you superheroes did this for the glory.
Glory. They all want you to have glory.
Well, the Spider Kid took off and he just wanted action. That was his entire reward.
Spider Boy's gonna kill himself one day climbing the superhero ladder. Not for me. I want my pay.
Okay. I'm sure there's something in petty cash we can get you taken care of.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I guess we should get at it.
I'm
Did-
just doing
did-
so that maybe someday me mommy and me daddy will actually love me.
That's
Well, sounds
great,
like
but
that sucks, huh?
did you guys want any of this information on like any of the companions, or you just gonna go and meet them there?
No. Give me all information.
Maybe I'll
All right.
remember.
Well, all we've really got is this little bit. We know the animal handler has 4 animals with him. There's a hippopotamus, goes by the name Moo Dang. It was a child star that turned to crime once it lost its popularity. There's a sheep named Dolly, and there's always more than one that might be behind you. We're not sure how, but we think there's one, but there might be more of them. And then there's a deer named Bambi, a gun master that's out for revenge. But most mysterious of all is Gerald. He's an octopus. We have no information on his background.
So they're just a bunch of animals. Are we gonna be sided with animal abuse if we go through with this?
Well, I mean, they are evil.
So is that a yes or a no? Like, some might argue
Well-
that mosquitoes are evil, but if I try to like take out the whole population, then there'll be some problems.
Well, this entire fantasy world is based on America, so any transgression may be punished by death.
Okay.
But
Good to know.
look at it this way. It is also possible that they're opening hunting season on these 4 animals.
I'll think of it that way.
That's quite the overlap in hunting seasons.
I don't see why not.
Do you
Why not
want-
just have them all at once? Make it way easier.
Do you want these animal villains dead or not?
Oh, I politically, I can't order the death of an animal. What happens, just happens.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm ready to go if you guys are.
Mr. Mayor, Your Honor, Your Worshipfulness, sir. Do you have any other information for us?
I got nothing. I got nothing at all. All I know, the animal handler, he is one sick man. So be careful.
It's okay. I've raised like probably dozens of kids at this point. I'm immune to everything. He said he was a sick individual.
Fair enough. Alrighty. Well, get out of my office. Pick up your mayor's note on the way out.
Thank you, Your Honor, Your Worshipfulness, Your Mayorness, sir.
And stop
Oh,
saying that to
please.
me. It's creeping me out.
Don't grovel. He's the one asking us for help.
I just want approval.
Oh, boo. All right.
Well, you got your note, so it's approved.
All right. Off
Well-
we go to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Let me
All
see.
right.
I think I could go home early tonight and have Meatloaf Tuesday with my parents.
I mean, I'm not one to say to not go have meatloaf for Tuesday with your parents, but we're kind of on a job here.
I mean, it's not
Alright.
technically scheduled until tomorrow morning, but
All right. You go have meatloaf. But if we all die, I'm just letting you know, your mother's gonna be very disappointed in you.
Well, give me a call if you decide to do any adventure, and maybe I could meet up with you later. I'll see.
Sure. Not the first time I've heard that.
alright, so well, should we assume you guys have your evenings and then we You get back together at the museum in the morning?
Yep.
That sounds good.
Okay. We'll say all of you arrive at the museum bright and early. You're there like 15 minutes early, and you walk up to the door. You find it open.
All right.
Well, it's
Looks
like,
like
is this
some-
like open to the general public type open, or like standing open really ominously, like someone shouldn't be there kind of open?
Well, I mean, the door itself is closed. It's just unlocked. I mean, it's a door, so I don't know how it can look any more ominous than usual. It definitely looks like a door, though.
Okay.
Well, we might as well go in before anyone sees us out here.
Yeah, especially with the big blue giant over here.
All right. Well, you walk inside. There's a big rotunda, and you see the sign, "Welcome to the museum."
Is
Um,
there
they-
any... Go ahead.
No, there's intro displays on left and right.
Okay.
That's all.
Is there anything amiss in the room?
As you look around, you don't particularly see anything.
All right. Well, I guess we should find the thing we're supposed to be guarding. That like the animal handler's after. I don't remember what it was. Does anyone else remember what that the name was of?
I forget everything when I sleep.
Okay, so I've deemed you useless. Aside from that,
You sound like my mother.
well, I don't want any more kids. God, don't throw that on me.
Listen,
young.
I don't
You're too old to be
remember
my kid.
what he was trying to steal. I was thinking about whether I could afford the time off. But maybe if we just go look at the map, the directory, we can find the most valuable animal and stake out the area.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Yeah, you go over. There's a directory board. It's got all the hallways of exhibits and everything. And then right there in the center, there's a little label that says "Most Valuable Exhibit."
Probably it.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll just
I can't read.
Right. I mean, we can kind of do like guard systems, like patrols. Like someone can guard the like valuable exhibit, and other people can patrol the halls. It's kind of like a defense system.
Just tell me what to do.
Show some backbone, Jesus.
I'm not very smart. So I
Let's
need
just-
other instructions.
Let's just go to the exhibit. Maybe we'll see what the scene is like when we get there.
All right.
All right. So you guys move down, and you start looking at the exhibit. It sure enough, it looks like an egg. It's kind of fascinating looking.
Oh yeah, an egg. I remember something about an egg.
I mean, from the outside, it looks relatively normal, though you can kind of see through the outside to the inside, which has an odd off color to it.
Is it surrounded by glass?
No, just like on a pedestal with some of those red rope things around it.
So this thing's gonna get stolen. What are they thinking? We live in Hero City or whatever this place is called. I don't remember.
Yeah, you'd
Yes.
think the most valuable exhibit would be a little better protected.
I'm sure they got the money.
I think that's why we're here.
Oh yeah. I was about to say, is this where our taxpayers' dollars are
These
going?
are
But,
there to the
like,
room.
Obviously not.
What did you ask?
How many entrances are there to the room?
Well, as you look around, you see there are 5 ways in.
How convenient.
Well, this is like the central, display room for it. And you can see there's access down a couple of hallways. There's the main hallway coming in. There's hallways to either side that feed in. And then there's like display rooms off to either side as well. So it makes a total of 5 avenues of access.
Look, I've got an idea. Instead of him stealing the egg, we steal the egg, and we take it to somewhere else in the museum that he'd never suspect.
You know what? You might actually have a good idea there. Because they're gonna go straight here, which is very open and very obviously unprotected, which is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. But if we took it to, like, the freaking caveman exhibit, nobody goes there.
Exactly.
I like how you think. Let's do it.
Alright, so you swipe it and you...
There might be an alarm on this.
Yeah, well, we're here to protect it, so, like, we can explain.
Yeah, we won't get arrested. They know we're here.
Alright, so someone goes and grabs it?
Yeah, I grab it.
Alright, you grab it, and sure enough, an alarm starts going off. It's that ringing bell, just...
Let's run to the caveman exhibit.
Yeah,
All right,
to the caveman exhibit.
Having studied the map, you know to run down the hall all the way to the natural history, quote unquote, caveman exhibit. What do you do when you're here?
What does it look like, the caveman exhibit?
Really that stereotypical, models, fake people around. Some of them are, grinding grain with a mortar and pestle. One of them has a leather cape. You can tell this is also the cave superhero exhibit.
Perfect. We hide it under the cape and make it seem like she's a hunchback.
I like it. There's no other huts or anything in the area to hide it in?
Oh, yeah, how about this? There's a primitive pig pen, but, the pigs that they molded out of, paper mache are all misshapen and weird because they're supposed to be cave pigs.
Yeah. How about the pig pen? Wait, but there's no coverings. Now we better do the cape idea.
Right, hunchback it is.
Alright, you hunch back the thing, and as you do, down the hall, you hear a voice and a couple of, maybe almost muffled screeches, and followed by a mad.
Well, I think those are our animals.
That's probably Dolly. Quick, look behind you. Make sure there's not another one behind you.
Alright. Now look behind me.
I look behind me too.
I start spinning in circles.
Alright, you guys spin around. Thankfully, there's no Dolly in the room.
Alright, we should get out of here so they don't suspect we've, hidden it here. Let's go.
Good idea. Let's go.
Alright, how are you leaving that area?
Is there, another hallway aside from the one we came in through?
Yeah, you could take the north exit.
Perfect. I'm gonna go that way.
Awesome.
Me too.
Alright, do you go, all the way down and up the hall to the corner exhibit, or do you cross over into the next exhibit to the north?
Yeah.
I love when I get an
what did
either
you
or
ask?
answered with an affirmative.
Oh, sorry. Some of it got cut off.
Okay, I was asking if you went up the hallway or if you went over to the next exhibit to the north.
Go over. I want to go over to the exhibit to the north, if that sounds all right with everyone.
All right,
Yeah.
is everyone staying together? Okay, cool. All right, you do that, and you run into the room, and you hear coming down from the hallway just on the other side kind of a stomping. It's like a light stomping sound. You can tell something that has weight but is kind of sneaking.
They sent the wrong person on the stealth mission, am I right?
Yeah, if I was that stealthy, I'd be embarrassed. I just say it really loud.
As you do, you turn and you lock eyes across an entire other room and exhibit with the animal handler, who is looking down and sees you.
What does the animal handler look like?
He looks like a classic British adventurer, like the Dr. Livingston, I presume, type, with the helmet and the khaki, outfit, shirt, pants, and a handlebar mustache twisted up at the end.
How stereotypical.
It's a beige mob.
Right out of Rocky and Bullwinkle stereotypical.
What a getup.
You
Look
see
at
there's
this
a deer
guy.
with him.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right.
He
I'm gonna
points
stay
down the
right
hall.
here in case they do find the egg and start taking off with it.
What?
All right, so you're standing there.
Yep.
I'm just gonna
Alright.
kind of listen in from the other room where, like, we hid the egg in the caveman exhibit, and just make sure, like, I'm not hearing, like, elated whoops or cries. Make sure, like, they
Oh.
haven't found the egg.
No whoops or cries, but the animal handler points, and Bambi takes a couple steps into the exhibit, draws a gun, and fires towards I didn't get a name. Actually, wait. Casey, what's your character's name?
The Inanimator, aka Sharon. Yeah.
I heard it. I just didn't enter it into the thing, so I had a note.
All
All right.
right.
So, takes a shot at the Inanimator, and let's see what happens. I critically fail that shot, and it flies wild, missing everyone and shattering a 1,000-year-old vase to a million pieces. Just explodes into the room.
The security camera's right. We can prove that wasn't us.
Nice shot.
In response to getting shot at, I'm gonna turn invisible. Yeah.
All right.
That succeeds.
Sweet. Do you have any side effects?
I do not. I just turn invisible.
Awesome. All right, you are invisible in the room.
And if you look really closely, you can see, like, floating contact lenses, but that's it.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay. Go ahead.
I will shoot Frost at Bambi. A ray of frost. All right.
All right, go for it. You're gonna, yes, attempt your ray of frost.
All right. So you have to get under what your roll is,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
I was successful.
Awesome.
All right. Side effect time. Yeah, I rolled a 10, so I gave myself frostbite at the same time.
Awesome. You're like, this is cold.
This is so
All right.
cold.
Your arc of frost strikes Bambi, and she falls to the ground over to the side, and you hear the animal hunter be like, "No, Bambi, I will warm your icy heart with a cool island song. And you hear a little light singing. It's at this point that Mudang comes around the corner. Seeing you. Well, seeing an animator anyway. And begins to charge. It goes straight for you. And successfully bites. But it bites in a cute way and not a harming way, so it just looks adorable as it's kind of gumming your arm. You have a sudden urge to take a selfie. All right. Oh man. All right.
Quick question.
It's a yes.
So when we like roll like for like say frost or something like that, do we also have to roll for critical success or critical failure?
Well,
Or is
no.
it just
You
Okay.
either just do it or you don't. Like when you roll, if you're critically successful, you get the bonus. If you critically fail, you don't get the bonus.
Oh, got it. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Got it.
So for the listener, there are bonuses or detriments on the character sheet. So you used your weapon successfully, and you can get a bonus. Like an extra superpower thing happens, like classic '90s hero television. Anyway, so Mudang bit, and you guys all hear and this odd slurping sound, followed by a fall from the ceiling. It's Gerald. Dun dun dun. He successfully falls on top of you, Jay. Let's see if he actually is able to stay on. Yes, he successfully holds on. You've been octopoded. He's just wrapping around you, kind of like the old 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea thing. He's just got his arms all wrapped around you, like you're the Nautilus.
Got it.
I mean, kind of.
Oh, excuse me.
I was gonna say he's not grounded. He's kind of just like a shawl, a sticky, slimy shawl.
Exactly. Yeah, you just feel really gross, like you really want to take a shower.
Me, Gravedigger. Me used to feeling gross.
That's a different kind of gross. Anyway. All right. An animator. What do you do?
I'll activate my diamond skin, I guess.
Okay. You go Diamond.
I activated it,
Good.
but hang on. Oh gosh, I feel disgusting. This diamond skin looks horrible on me. I just don't. I think I might have to go hide over there behind that caveman. Oh wait, what room? are
You're in
we
a different room.
Oh, I'm going behind the curtain.
There you go. All right, you kind of slink away, and a confused Mudang just lets you go. Awesome. All right. We'll say Bambi warms up a bit and rights themselves, but is like unable to do anything else. The animal handler works his way through the room and, looking in, sees two of you, one covered with the octopus. Well, actually, no, he doesn't see it. He just sees the octopus. He goes, "Oh, there's only one of you. I'm not particularly worried about that then. Mudang, have at them. I'm going to get the egg." And starts walking back towards the middle of the room. Allowing Invisible Girl, what do you do?
All right. I'm gonna kind of like slink away back to the caveman room because they don't know that I know where the egg actually is, but I'm invisible, so they can't see me anyways. So I'm just gonna watch and make sure that like nobody's gonna touch the egg, or nobody finds the egg. So I'm just kind of squat in the caveman room.
Okay, you go over and you squat in the caveman room. All right.
The other heroes are fine, I
All
think.
right. Well, let's real quick check in with how you doing with your octo cape there.
Me gonna use me super strength power to rip Octoman away.
Okay.
Yes. So that is successful. And then let's see. Okay. Yes. So I successfully rip him off me, and then I look at him, and I am so scared I run away in a random direction.
Okay. Gerald falls to the floor, and you run out the, let's say, west door, since it was the closest to you, and into the hallway. So you can no longer be seen by them. Alrighty. So, as the egg is being squatted upon, you kind of hear this light tippy tap as feet come walking down the hall, and then you see a sheep's head looking in and scanning the room. You're confident you're invisible, so you are unseen, but you can tell that there is sniffing afoot.
Oh no! The presence of BO and bacon grease that just sticks to me. It's potent!
She does successfully smell you without a side effect. She's not sure where you are, but enters the room.
Aw, shit, am I gonna have to club a sheep? I'm gonna feel bad about it, but I'll do it.
I guess
Well-
I better slink around and look inside the caveman exhibit to make sure nothing bad is happening.
You like peek around the corner, worried that you might actually be seen. As you move from the spot you were in, Mudang sees you and begins to stalk behind you. You see Gerald also confused but moving towards Mudang. Bambi, now having recovered, follows the animal handler down into the room where the egg once lay in its display case, but he finds it not there. From a distance, you hear some orders being given. Alright, let's really quick. Since Invisible Girl, you're squatting by the egg. Do you do anything? You catch eyes briefly with an animator. Can't even say it.
An animator.
An
Get it
animator.
right.
Sorry. I got a lot to keep track of. Anyway. Alright. You catch eyes with an animator. What do you do?
How far is the sheep?
It's closing in on you. It's like 20 feet away.
20 feet, eh? I'm gonna kind of sneak on over, headlong, and I'm gonna swing all reliable at it. My trusty frying pan that's been rusted over 30 years of use.
Okay.
Not sure how this one works. Well, I rolled a 13. I don't know what that means.
For what? You attacking?
Yeah.
It's a weapon, So,
Yeah, see, you were under your hit, right?
oh yeah.
Then yeah, you successfully hit. Were you within your enhancement zone?
Yes, I am.
So you critically hit.
Woohoo! Murderous rage on the sheep. I take out years of pent-up aggression against my husband on this sheep.
Dang, so what happens? Does your frying pan suddenly, like, catch fire or something as you're bringing it down?
No, I just I'm really mad. That's about it.
You enhance it with rage. Okay, got it. Alright.
However, as I do that, the frying pan gets flung from my hands.
Oh no!
I think.
No, let's.
Yeah.
I mean, if you critically succeeded, no, you hold it, you fully hit, and you just crush Dolly straight to the ground. She hits, and there's not even chance. She was gonna start to bleed, and it was just a. As she goes down, you took out Dolly.
Wow. Maybe I should stick to heroin and not try to use that back at home. I don't think Harold could stand up to that. I'm assuming at this point my invisibility has worn off.
I would assume so. Yes. You've definitely made yourself quite visible with that action.
Okay. So wait.
What do you got?
So I'm looking into the room. So where are they standing exactly?
Call it about center of the room.
Okay.
I
And
guess maybe 20 feet to the right of center.
Dang it! I forgot the characters' names. What's your character's name again, Abby?
Midwife crisis.
Or Emmy? Midwife. Oh, yeah.
Midwife.
Midwife
Okay.
crisis, yeah. I own it.
Okay, so wait. So is midwife crisis between me and Dolly or what?
No. Well, Dolly's down on the ground. If you go into the room, she's kind of next to the body that's slumped down on the floor.
Dolly's dead.
Yeah, she
I didn't-
basically crushed that sheep's skull in.
Oh, okay. Oh, great. Okay. All right. Well,
Excellent.
I enter into the room then. I say, midwife crisis.
Thank you. Don't remember your name.
An animator.
No, I know your name. I was doing in character.
All right. As you say, nice job. I'm gonna say that you get butted from behind by Mudang. Well, attempted to, actually. It missed and kind of overshot you and ended up inside the room. And then, let's see, Gerald was there as well. He comes slurping up. Oh, yep. He's able to reach out a tentacle and wrap it around your leg. And just
my
for fun-
leg
oh.
or an animator's leg.
Well, wrapped a tentacle around an animator's leg, and in doing so, accidentally ties one of his other legs in a knot. So two were reached out, and one of them accidentally got knotted.
Oh no, it's got me. And I take out my javelin. And I stab its tentacle.
Well, okay,
Oh wait.
Well, hold on. As you
Okay,
go to
okay.
do that, I'm gonna give Jay a chance to do something here.
Okay.
All right. After sitting still, doing meditation exercises, breathing deep, counting to 3. Yes, yeah. Counting to 3. Get myself under control. And I head to where me companions are. See if I can help them out.
All right. So you slowly walk down the hall, counting.
No, I counted before I went down the hall.
Oh, okay. Well, then you rush down the hall.
The counting was to, calm me down so me wasn't so scared.
Okay. So you do that, and you get down there, and you see an animator with, Gerald's tentacles wrapped around, a tentacle wrapped around an ankle, and another one in a knot, like a angry fist being held in the air.
Ah. I'm gonna try to shoot lightning at Gerald.
Okay.
That actually work. Yes. So I shocked Gerald. Let me see if I shock me friends. Yes. Unfortunately, I shock me friends too.
Okay, you're like, I'll help you, and you send out this blast of lightning, hitting Gerald's leg, and the bolt goes both directions, both into an animator and to Gerald, blasting them apart.
Sorry, Sharon.
Ow, what the hell, man?
Control sometimes is not.
Just for fun, roll me your 1d100 and tell me what you get.
Who, me?
Yeah.
All right. 62.
All right. So when you blast an animator forward, she slams right into into Mudang, who was turning around, and lands on top of him, crushing the hippo to the ground.
Bank shot.
I was gonna say, I think that's more successful than not successful, so I'll take it.
Awesome. All right. So, you realize at this time that order that had been given by the animal handler was to telling Bambi to go help, try to find out what's going on. So, at this point, you see Bambi looking around the corner into the room where they raise their ridiculously overbuilt, like, Brazilian gun and point it around the room, trying to decide where to shoot. And they successfully take a shot at Midwife Crisis, but again, miss horribly. I've got a really high lameness on this one, so it makes it kind of fun. Because the gun is comically huge, so it's like just totally inaccurate. So
It's got kick like a mule.
yeah, and randomly off to the side. So it shoots, and you see the bullet hit one of the cavemen and just blow its arm clean off.
Got it.
And you hear Animal Handler behind Bambi as the arm hits the ground with kind of a soft clapping, and goes, "Huh. Well, that really claps. Yeah, not a good one.
Good attempt. Good effort.
I was working on it. It's like, it's okay, Bambi. You still have my heart."
Oh.
Now I almost feel bad, you know.
Well, I was thinking because she's a heart, HART.
And the puns.
Don't make me vomit.
I mean,
Okay.
he's a weird one. It's in the name. All right, so he's there. Let's ask. Wait, midwife crisis. We haven't found out what's going on since you took out the sheep.
So the animal handler's in the room, right?
No, he's in the next display room over, right behind Bambi, who had shot into that room.
Gotcha. Okay, and there's Gerald like shocked somewhere across the way, correct?
He's
In the hallway outside.
Mudang is the only thing that's in the room, but Bambi is within sight.
Bambi's within sight. Well, I'm gonna start nagging Bambi and tell him you should not shoot at people. If anything, you should be shooting at that horrible, like, person. Yeah, the animal handler. You should be shooting at him, because who is he to, like, tell you what to do? Like, you should stand up for yourself. Stop being such a doormat. Oh my god. Yeah, that fails. That doesn't work.
You hear Bambi say, "I love him. Shut up."
Well, frankly, I didn't know you could talk, so.
You hear, "Oh dear, I'm not supposed to." Oh man. All right. Well, you try that and it doesn't work out so well. At this point, Mudang rolls Inanimator off the top and is righting themselves. And I'm gonna roll a quick intelligence check. And Mudang recognizes the egg. Well, recognizes that the statue of the person shouldn't have a hump and gets suspicious and heads over towards it.
Someone clock that hippo.
I activate my telepathy.
Okay.
It's activated.
Good. What do you do with
and
this?
I tell Mudang in his mind, "Oh, danger! The animal handler is in danger. I must return to him."
Alrighty. Do you how's your side effect on that?
Let's see. I have to roll above it. Wait, below it to avoid it?
Below it. Yeah, or above to avoid, below to have it affect.
Okay. I avoided it.
Alright. Mudang the ears pop up and it goes running past Midwife Crisis and out towards Bambi.
You moved the egg instead of Mudang.
I'll get it. There we go.
I'm just trying to help out.
I know. The map's just there for like a suggestion of what's going on.
Oh, I can't. There's a map. I can't see it.
Oh, it's in the
Darn.
link on the chat.
Okay, hang on. I gotta find it. It's okay. Go ahead.
All right.
I'll find it.
Yep. All right. Gerald comes running down the hall after seeing this, this icy, or actually, after recovering from that lightning, and he's dazed, and you see he's not quite moving right. He's gonna try to go for you. I'm gonna roll this one at disadvantage, and he gets as close to you as he can, reaching out his arms, but just can't quite get there to connect.
All right.
And Animal Handler sees Mudang and is like, "What? What are you doing?" And there's almost like a little conversation in Hippoese as they touch for a moment and then turn back towards the room.
I move into the other room.
Okay?
You
Like,
guys
wait,
made
to
a
the south or to the east?
The room where Animal Handler and Mudang are in.
All right, they're at kind of the entrance of this room. So all right, you move to them.
All right. And I. Oh wait, is it my turn?
It can be. We're not really formal tonight. We're just kind of telling this story.
Okay. I get out my javelin and I say, "You guys are gonna be just as disappointed as my parents are when you're done tonight." And
All
then
right.
I throw my javelin at them.
Okay. You're charging and throwing your javelin.
Yeah. 11. I get. Dang it! I get above it to hit or below it.
Below it to hit.
I hit.
Awesome. All right.
And yeah.
Who you stabbing? You going for the animal handler or Mudang?
the animal handler.
Okay, you go up and you're like, and you stab the animal handler in his side, and he's like, ow, that really hurts.
Nice.
All right.
All right. Meanwhile,
Go ahead.
I am going to hit Gerald with me hammer.
Okay.
Oh, that's bad.
That is a critical failure.
Uh-oh. And what happens to your weapon on a critical failure?
Oh. I don't know.
You didn't write it out?
Well, so I get a penalty?
Yeah, it's the
Got it?
penalty, whatever.
Oh, I shocked myself.
Oh, you shock yourself? You critically fail and you shock yourself. All right.
Oh! Oh, that hurt!
So yeah, I'm gonna. In my mind, you go to hit this octopus who's all slimy and slippery, and he just slips off to the side, and you slam your weapon into the ground, causing it to ripple back shock into your body.
Yep, that works.
Awesome. Okay. At which point, Gerald. Oh, critical! He throws himself completely around you. You are engulfed in octopid. Yeah.
Oh, great. I'm slimed again.
Yep, you're totally slimy. Alright. At this point, the handler, he pulls the javelin out of his side. He's like, that was very rude. And takes a swing with it back at you. Wow, he does very well. He basically smacks you to the side, knocking you into the display at the north of the room. And then he takes a couple steps towards the next display, and he's like, Mudang, go get it for me. I'm confident it's under that hump. So Mudang starts running that way. But I'll give it a chance. Midwife.
So. I'm gonna summon some hellspawn to do my bidding and grab the egg before Mudang can. Okay. Yeah, so that doesn't work.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Well, no, it wasn't a critical failure, just, I rolled too high.
Okay, you just failed to summon them, got it.
Yeah, they're probably on their phones or something, god damn it. I'm just gonna sprint at this hippo then, and we're gonna have a race for it.
Alright, well then, roll a 1d100.
Shoot. It's a 94.
Ooh, yeah. The hippo goes running, leaps. You're reaching for it. Your finger misses first the egg, and then its body flies past, and you miss its body as it grabs it out of the air and lands somewhat a little further over in the corner of the room.
All right. Anybody know how to dogpile?
All right. Well, hold on. Before you do anything else, seeing what has happened and that you're now available, Bambi pulls out this really wide-looking gun, something that's like 6 to 7 inches diameter, and pulls the trigger pointed straight at your head. And is successful. You see one of those boxing gloves on a one of the collapsible ladder thing goes shooting out the end of the gun, and it conks you in the side of the head, knocking you to the ground. And then it retracts, of course, back into the gun.
Ouch.
All right. Let's see. Let's check in. Yes, there's that whole wrap going on with Gerald. All right. How do you unwrap, or what do you do?
I use my super strength again to rip him off of me.
You can try. It's going to take a good roll. Roll strength.
Yeah, my super strength activates. And now let's see if I'm also scare myself with my strength.
Oh, that's right. You have it as an ability.
I do. So this time I do not scare myself, and my super strength works.
Nice. You just start screaming like at the end of a knockoff G.I. Joe cartoon and just blast him off and spin and throw him down the hall. As Gerald goes flying, you're like, ha, ha, ha.
My daddy will be proud of me someday.
All right. Let's see. An animator. You're fighting your way up out of that display in the corner.
Oh,
You
okay.
try to do anything.
I run over to the egg.
Okay, you go running across the room over to where the Mudang has the egg.
Cool.
You want to try something?
And let's see. Nah, yeah. I throw my javelin at him.
Okay.
I stab him with
Go
my
for it.
javelin.
You go to stab with the javelin.
Yeah, I stab. I stab.
Okay.
And yeah, no penalty. So.
All right. So he's like, well, no, that you would know on the first roll if it's a weapon
I
attack.
see. All right.
And it's just like you hear a high-pitched squeal, and as the mouth opens up, the egg falls to the floor. And Mudang takes off running back down the hall, out the bottom entrance of the room, and down the hall. At which point you hear Animal Handler, curse you.
Can I do anything as my bonus action?
Sure. What do you want to do?
I want to turn into an egg as an object power.
Yeah, go for it.
An egg that looks exactly like that egg.
Okay, roll for it.
Okay. Let's see here. No. No, I'm not I did not successfully do it. So
You tried. You're like, guys, I can transform, and you like get partway there, and you're just like, nope, too shell shocked, and can't do it.
Shell shock.
oh.
All right, so you shake it off, and it's the end of your turn, and you hear Animal Handler yell, "All right, guys, it's not worth it. Let's get out of here. Everyone, out, out!" And there's a whistle that gets blown, and he dives behind Bambi, who points their gun around the room and starts to back away, following the animal handler out. It's at this point that you see they're down the hall, and they meet up with Mudang, who was running, and Gerald disappears off to the side. All of the bad guys vanish down the halls and are away, and you guys are left alone in the building, it seems.
Well, that was unexpected.
We did good.
Awesome.
I don't trust it.
As you guys are hanging out, you see a shocked curator go walking through, looking around, and you hear they're on a call with the mayor. He's like, "Well, I think the damage they did is slightly less than the value of the egg." So
The deer might have shot something, but we didn't do anything. The deer might have shot a couple things, and also put like a body-sized hole. Yeah, he had big bullets, but we didn't do anything.
like, "Oh, yes, I know. We're used to dealing with superheroes. Here, let me put the egg back in the display where it belongs."
Yeah, of course. Actually, can I see some credentials?
You see a comically oversized laminate badge hanging from a breast pocket that says curator.
Yeah, it looks legit.
Listen, I'm not gonna criticize. Maybe you should put some bulletproof glass around the egg next time. Eh?
Or like an alarm system that actually like shuts the building down when it gets hot.
Oh, yes, I'll bring it up at the next budget meeting.
Good, because I'm on day 14. I 15 allotted pay leave days, and if I use one more, I'm gonna lose my job at IKEA.
Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah,
Excellent.
but IKEA, do you think you could like get me a discount at all? I need a new sofa.
I like
Well-
Swedish meatballs and the lingonberry jam.
I
Makes me
am
hungry.
allowed a friends and family discount, and I don't have any other friends that I've used it on, or any to speak of, so sure.
Score! Alright, this day's already been worth it.
I can just see you say, "Kids, we're going to IKEA."
Don't touch anything. You look with your eyes, not your hands. Lord knows where those gem factories have been.
All right. Well, we'll consider this adventure 1 very successful. Take 9 experience points each.
Ooh, cool.
Hooray! Whatever that means.
So, in this game, because we're kind of one-offing it, I figure we'll do another part of this adventure here following up in just a moment. So, you can spend 5 points to raise a base stat by 1, but remember, for every 2 stats you raise in this way, you must increase your lameness by 1. You may also raise a power roll by 1%, but for every power roll that raises 1%, the side effect raises 1%. Or you can spend 1 point to lower a side effect by 1%. but the side effect cannot be lowered to less than twice the lameness.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So you really don't want to lower your side effects, because if you lower a side effect, then it's easier to get that side effect. Because you got to roll over the side effect to have it happen, right?
No, you gotta roll under the side effect to have it happen.
Yeah.
I thought you had to roll under your power.
Everything's under.
It's the same
Everything's
side
rolling
effect.
under.
Everything's rolling.
So you roll under for the power to happen, roll under for the side effect to happen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just easier that way.
Okay. Everything is.
But you still have a minimum lameness, you know.
Yes, that's fine. So here's a question. So do you basically, if you use a power, you just basically roll once, and then you hope that you roll under your power roll and then under your side effect roll at
You
the
want to
same
roll
time?
over the side effect roll.
Yeah.
Under the side effect roll, the side effect happens. Over the side effect roll, it doesn't happen. Just the same as a power. If you roll over the power, it doesn't happen. You roll over the side effect, it doesn't happen.
Okay.
What she said.
So you want to roll under for power, over for side effect.
Got it. So,
Yeah, it
I
makes
should be taking 2 rolls per thing, or just 1 roll per thing?
Always 2 rolls, basically,
Always 2
because you're
rolls.
trying to see. You're
Okay,
trying to
good.
see first if you're successful at using it, and then if you're successful or
Cool.
failing. Yeah,
Right. I did do it right the first time around. Good. All right.
you did.
All
You're
right.
good.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so you can raise the stat by 1. Okay, so I'm going to. I guess it really doesn't matter. I'm going to raise my fortitude by 1 just because I have
I'm
it.
just not gonna mess with it. God made
Yeah,
this
you-
body how he intended. That's my excuse for wanting to be lazy.
You don't mess with perfection.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh my god.
4 more.
Alright, we'll give you just a sec here. I'm going to load up the other map, so I have it all ready to go. Because you guys hear from the mayor again. Like, wow, you guys are amazing. I can't believe you actually pulled it off. I'm going to have to use you for something else in the future. This is great. Gonna make my re-election a sure thing. I don't even have
I
to...
don't like politics.
Oh, that's fine. With you guys around, I won't have to kick a bunch of the, votes out the back door after I take them out of the ballot box. This is great.
That seems potentially problematic.
Oh, no, that's great. That's how my grandfather stayed in power. It's how I stayed in power. It's just how things work around here.
Alright, who am I to question, you know?
Exactly. And then as you're in talking to the mayor, you hear a woot woot woot, this alarm going off, and he's like, "Oh no, what's that? Peggy, turn on the hero vision." So the monitor pops up, and it's a broadcast from the animal handler. He's spinning his mustache, saying, "Down, you kids! I want that egg. Now I've kidnapped these citizens. You can either give me the egg, or I will boil them in slime."
How oddly specific. Why slime? Where'd you get that much slime to begin with?
Well, it's produced by my octopus, if you must know.
Sounds like animal abuse to me.
Everyone thinks it's animal abuse when you milk an octopus.
I hope you wash your hands at least.
Yeah, you say that, and he goes, ew. Yes, absolutely. And he just slowly pulls his hand away from his mustache. Anyway, so the mayor's like, you must save my citizens. Those are people that'll likely vote for me. Especially if you save them.
Okay.
All right.
I guess we're gonna go.
Yes. The more successful I am, the more my mommy and daddy might love me.
Alright, cool it there.
I need somebody to love me. Do you want to be my mommy?
Hell no.
There's only so much hellspawn this world can handle.
All right.
Alright, so you guys head off. You are told by the mayor there is an access point to the underground lair system used by all of the evil criminals in the city, just down the street from his office.
Of course.
Alright. So, do we
Okay.
head there?
I don't know. I'm assuming you guys do.
Yeah, let's head over there.
Yes, I need to be successful so I get mommy and daddy's approval.
You've already said that.
It's still true. So, all right, you guys head over, and you go into the entrance. You head down into the cave system, and you find like very clear labels for various layers. Zookeeper this way, animal handler that way, grain man that way.
Ooh, Grain Man. You think you can get me like some bag of rice for cheap for Saturday?
Oh, he's not that type of grain. He's like the Sandman, but he can just control one grain of sand.
Oh, well, useless then. Alright. Should we go to the animal handler lair? This seems really, kind of detrimental to the criminals in the city, but who am I to say otherwise?
Yeah, I suppose we should go over there.
All right, so you guys, you follow the signs and head towards the one that says animal handler. And let me make a quick marker for hostages. There we go. All right, and put it on the map. There we go. The hostages are on the map. You guys walk in. What?
Yeah, before I walk in, I'm actually gonna turn invisible.
Alrighty.
That is, not successful. In fact, that is actually a critical failure.
All right, yeah, your glasses fall to the ground, and you are completely blind without them.
So I start, stumbling around.
Excellent. Does anyone happen to help her?
I put my hand out and feel for midwife crisis, and I hold their hand until they can find their glasses.
Wow, thanks. That's really helpful. God damn it, these stupid glasses. Do I need to really get one of those things that those old librarians have? I'm not that old yet.
How dark is it in here?
Yeah, it's not that dark. It's, mid-level lighting, so if you're not too
Yeah.
old, it's fine.
Oh, I see how it is. Not too old.
I pick up her glasses and hand them to her.
Wow,
Excellent.
thank you for being helpful.
All right.
Wait, Where are we going? I can't read.
So there's a pretty obvious passage that takes you down and then into a kind of a larger chamber, and you hear the animal handler around the corner talking to the various hostages. Being just generally menacing, like, the mayor will surely come for you. Of course, if he doesn't, I'll happily drop you down this pit. And you hear a hostage be like, is it a bottomless pit? And he laughs. He's like, no, that's stupid. Of course it's not bottomless. It's just a severe enough fall to kill you.
The horror,
Hey.
the horror.
Thor, listen, I got an idea. What's your weapon of choice that you use again?
I have a big hammer. I got it from my daddy.
Okay, so I change into a hammer, and you throw me like I'm your main weapon, but you throw me behind them, and then they think that you missed, and I change back out of the hammer, and I attack them from behind.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Okay. I roll to change into the hammer.
Go for it.
Success.
Cool. Check
And
your
side effect. I do have my side effect. So one
So
body
you've-
part remains unchanged.
I like the idea of the mass of you becomes the hammerhead, but your actual regular human arm is still sticking out, and that's what he has to grab onto to throw you with.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay, so you're like, okay, I guess I'll take your hand.
Yes, well, obviously, it's a handle.
Yes.
So I activate me super strength to throw the hammer all the way across the room.
All right, go for it.
All right. All right, that is successful.
Sweet.
All right, let's see if I can get under 38. No.
Yes, it's above the side effect, which means side effect doesn't happen.
Oh, it's about a. Oh, okay. Oh, all right, perfect. Side effect does not happen, so that is all the way successful.
Yay, for once you're not afraid. All right, you toss not midwife crisis, you Chris an animator all the way across the room, who animal handler slides slightly out of the side, and it's just like, what the heck? As this arm and hammer hits the
Arm and hammer.
hits the thing behind and slides to the ground.
That's
Nice.
great.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So he's like, what the deuce? Totally confused, and looks at the thing for a moment, and then turns back and sees you standing in his entrance, and he's like, points, Mudang, get him! And you get
Okay.
charged.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me do a reaction to the being thrown really quick. That is a critical failure of Mudang's charge. Wow. Yeah, that's a, like, I'm trying to think how bad this is. Well, so Mudang charges and goes to bite and somehow slips and just eats an entire mouthful of rock off the ground
Nice.
and is at your feet, just like, ugh. Like a dog that fell down and then doesn't want to, is too embarrassed to get back up.
Can I get a reaction?
I mean,
Or do I have
let's
to
just leave it here for a moment. You don't need to do anything else. Let's give Midwife Crisis a chance to do something.
Point a finger at the man in charge, the animal handler, and I'm gonna say, if you don't release all these people right now, I'm gonna call your mother.
Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
He laughs and says, "Ha! My mother is dead."
Well, that explains why you've grown up to be such a nasty man.
Yes, exactly. She did not love me. She stabbed me in the heart with a coat hanger while I was still in the womb. All right.
Okay. I thought I hated my kids.
Are you from Texas?
I just love throwing a random South Park reference in, you know.
Okay.
Anyway. Oh god, I get some water from doing that voice. Okay.
You gotta get some water.
So, you do that, and from behind you, you are shocked to find a bleating sheep. Blah!
I thought I killed you.
You can never kill all of us.
Well, that was ominous as hell.
Well, she has lots of clones. She goes to bite. And successfully bites you right from behind, right in the butt, like that horror movie Black Sheep from New Zealand.
I've been working my glutes all weekend. I didn't expect this to happen.
Alright. And from the side, you see... Let's see here. That one went down. That one went down. Bambi steps forward and points a net-looking gun down at the group, and doesn't do anything other than signal you to enter the room, basically acting menacingly. Actually, real quick, let me check the menacing action. What happens? Actually, Bambi attempts to be menacing and instead gives you really doe eyes that make you think that it's really cute. It didn't work as well as I thought. So.
Oh my god.
In any case, Inanimator, you have landed on the ground behind the animal handler, who doesn't seem to pay you much mind.
I change into my human form stealthily, and I draw my javelin. Yes.
Okay.
And I sneak up behind him, and I stick it into his the back of his neck, and I say, "Really, the prisoners, and call off your dogs, animal handler."
He raises a hand and says, "Yes, I will gladly do that. But you always forget about the goat."
The goat.
And as you say that question, you feel a little nudge in your side as another dolly pokes you right below the ribs.
One more poke and the animal handler gets it. I tell you what.
I like how the hostage situation has become a double hostage situation, which then became a triple hostage situation. Really fascinating.
Exactly. All right. You know what? I'm gonna leave that alone for just a moment. Let's go back down here, to the Mudang on the ground. Now, what was the action you were wanting to do?
I was wanting to hit Mudang with my hammer.
Oh, okay, go for it.
That is a successful hit.
Alrighty.
Oh, actually, so the enhancement. So for instance, I rolled 34 for the hammer, and then the enhancement is 20, and I rolled beneath both of those. So they're both successful. Roll again for the enhancement.
Well, no. If you do the attack once, if you're within the critical hit range, like where it says, enhancement, then you've activated the weapon enhancement that you have, and you perform a critical strike.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't. Yeah, I didn't get below my critical success, so just I activated the enhancement of this. All right, but okay, but the hit was successful.
Yes. All right, you swing down with the hammer and you smack it, and you're like, "Not so cute anymore, are you?" Damn child actors. You just you step away mumbling, going for Haley Joe Osment next. All right. Anyway, it was dumb. Okay, so I guess we'll say Mudang is out. You have totally hammered it.
Yeah, that's right, MC Hammer.
All right. Dang it, that was the line. Why didn't you say, "Hey, buddy, it's hammer time," and then smack it?
Because I'm not very smart.
Ah.
One-liners, that's like, a couple levels above my smartness.
Gotcha. All right. Well, let's here, midwife crisis. What do you do?
So I guess I'm gonna start trying to free hostages, but I need some extra hands to be able to do that. So,
Well, don't forget you got bit by Dolly.
oh yeah, that's right. I totally forgot about that sheep hanging off my ass. I'm gonna use my nasally voice to try and drive Dolly away. That is not successful.
You get down and you try to yell at it, and it's just like Dolly's just like, "Yeah, I'm a sheep. I'm nasally too."
I don't know if that's my turn or what, but
Basically, you use that. You could move somewhere if you wanted. I guess. Well, can you? No, yeah, you were trying to yell at the sheep. No, you're stuck. Let's say you're stuck there. You got bit by the sheep. It was holding on to you. You tried yelling at it and it didn't work.
all right.
All right. And then Dolly will, just for fun. Let's see. I gotta get the right die. Be like, "Oh, you think you're bad? I'm really bad." And she attempts to give you a wool coat and critically succeeds. So she basically flips up and the wool from her wraps around you and you start overheating. You're getting very, very hot.
Oh, dang it.
She's like, "Yeah, don't even try to get wet. That's natural fibers." Oh, anyway. So stupid. I'm sorry.
Oh, how
So dumb.
terrifying.
Well, I mean, it could have gone the other way. She could have been like, "Pfft, nothing synthetic about that."
Oh my lord.
She like wraps the wool around, full fleece covered in dingleberries at the end.
Yuck.
Oh man, I just realized I'm making like farm jokes that no one is gonna get. All right. So at this point, Bambi steps forward and fires a net gun. And successfully. Well, wait, does it work? Yeah, barely. By like 1 point, successfully wraps it around you. Wow, if I would have just rolled one number higher, that would have been interesting.
Which one of them?
Yeah, you.
Oh, dude. Wraps around
Yeah,
dude.
Duke. Dude.
Dude.
So yeah, dude's totally strapped, man.
All of a sudden, we're a bunch of skaters.
All right, let's go back to this this standoff that's going on with Dolly basically holding the weapon to an animator who's holding the weapon to the animal hoarder who's holding the weapon to the hostages. So
Right.
who makes a move?
I want to use one of my powers.
Okay.
I use telepathy on Dolly, and I
Okay.
project the image of a snarling wolf that is just giant, dire wolf with bloody fangs.
Okay.
Damn, that is not successful.
Wait, you squint really hard and try, and Dolly's like, "Are you trying to poop? Like that doesn't scare me away. What are you doing?"
Do I still roll the side effect?
No, you
Okay.
don't need to. It wasn't successful. All right, but Dolly pushes you away, separating you from the animal handler, who then turns and points his stick of doom at you and is like, "You see this? This isn't just for clicker training." And he he hits you pretty good, knocking you to the ground, giving you quite the bruise. We'll say it's like a hard bat swing that sends you flying, and you're gonna have some bruised ribs.
Ouch.
It's like, now, stay down and learn your place. All right, we have a bit of a problem now. You guys, you're in his lair and you're fully trapped. What are you gonna do? Let's go to, I don't know, maybe dude first and ask.
I'm going to use my super strength and rip the net from me.
Okay.
That is successful.
All right, you rip the net off. You're just like, ah.
Oh, haha. And yes, I rolled really well, so I am not scared.
Good job. All right, and you just stare Bambi in the eye, who panics from your massive strength, because he is still a deer, and flees out of the room. All right, midwife, you are wrapped in this natural fiber.
All right. Well, you know what? Natural fiber, nice luxury goods and items. They don't last long. You know why? Because I got Hellspawn. I'm gonna summon Hellspawn to try and help.
Awesome.
I'm just realizing that Hellspawn is your kids.
Yep.
Well, that works. Let's go.
All right.
I'm gonna roll the side effects. Oh God, please. Yeah. So suddenly, from the depths of hell, these two little like toddler-sized munchkins like rise from the ground. They look absolutely dreadful. And as they rise beside me, I'm like, my spawn, come on, like get this stupid wool off me. Like you love tearing apart this kind of thing. And one of them leans up into my ear and just goes, "Mommy, can we have grilled cheese?" No, I cannot make you grilled cheese right now. I want grilled cheese. Well, I want mac and cheese. Oh my God. So they will not do anything until they are fed.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Well, they're there, and they're waiting for you to feed them. Dolly is very confused by this, and just kind of steps away, and is just like, "Nope, I'm out. Not dealing with this." All right. All right, back up in the top. Let's go to an animator. You got knocked really hard to the side. You're on the ground. The animal handler was staring at you. Dolly was staring at you. What do you do?
I activate my diamond skin. No, I don't do that. I don't want to do that. I throw my javelin at Dolly.
Okay, you're from the ground. Pull it out.
Oh.
You're like, "Damn sheep!" And you just kind of chuck it at it.
Yes. Wait, so okay. I got above my hit, so I don't
Yep.
hit. Okay.
All right. Well, you are on the ground and you're just kind of flailing. If you've ever been knocked over by a herd of sheep, throwing a bucket does nothing. So the javelin, I'm not surprised. So, all right, you're on the ground. Dolly comes over and just like sits on top of you and just fully spreads herself out to hold her. And Animal Handler's like, "Good, Dolly. Hold her there. Make sure she doesn't escape. I'm going to call the mayor and say I've added to my collection of hostages." Let's go to Dude.
I will give the animal handler something else to think about. I will activate Earthquake Stomp.
All right. I just imagine you like running into the room and you go like "Earthquake Stomp" in the middle.
Yes. And that is successful. All right. And then if I bury myself, then I bury myself up to my neck.
We'll see.
Yes, I do. I do bury myself. So
Okay.
I have a successful Earthquake Stomp, so, kaboom. I knock everyone
Yep.
off their feet, and then I bury myself up to my neck.
Awesome. Well, the ripple goes out and knocks Animal Handler flying backwards, and behind you, the ripple effect even knocks down Midwife Crisis, and the hungry children dance around her in a circle, like, "Feed us, feed us, feed us." All right, so you are buried, but you did knock them out.
And hopefully I knocked Dolly off of...
Oh, sure, yes. Yeah, you sent Dolly rolling. Dolly is on her back like a classic sheep in the field, unable to get up. Like, ah! All right, Midwife, let's go to you first.
All right, you little heathens. I like root around in my purse and find some like saltine crackers. I've been like left in there for God knows how long, and I like give one pack to each hell spawn. I'm like, all right, like here's your frickin' food. Now go like untie those hostages over there. Do what you do best. Destroy. So
Okay, that's what they
Yep.
were doing.
yeah, they like gobble up the saltine crackers and go on, toddle on over to the hostages and start like biting through ropes.
Oh yeah, their little legs move so much faster than you ever thought was possible. And they just like, you'd think they would use their fingers to mess with the ropes, but no, they just like little teething monsters just bite into them. And strangely, it's like they shouldn't have this strength, but they bite right through the bindings and release the people.
Well, thank God they're not breastfed.
Precisely. Oh my god. All right. The hostages escape. They go running past you down the tunnel. And in Animator, you just had Dolly roll off the top of you.
I'll show you. And then I change into a net. And I throw myself on top of Dolly and I try to change into a net.
All right. Rolled for nettage.
Okay, successful nettage.
Awesome.
And
How successful, we'll see.
I do have my side effects, so one body part remains unchanged.
All right. You know what? Just for fun. This time, as you go flying that way and turning yourself into a net, the whole of your body becomes a net except your face. And you land on top of them, and anyone that's looking at you sees basically a fleshy net wrapped around a sheep with a smiling face looking back at them.
Ha!
And you're just like, I got her!
How do you like it?
Oh man, it's so good. All right. Well, you've got it. You've got it trapped. I'm trying to think of what. All right. I guess midwife crisis. Let's. What do you do? The hostages go running by you.
All right. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's basically just like the animal handler and the Bambi left, right?
Bambi ran away. And Dolly is fully, like, captured.
One of the dollies.
Yeah, the other Dolly ran away. So yeah, I mean, you could just like help get Dude out of the ground and maybe get an animator out of there.
Oh sure, I'll like use Old Reliable to dig Dude out of the ground.
So you run over with a frying pan and just start digging him. All right.
Yeah. It's Old Reliable. It's good for lots of things.
Fair enough. All right, you start digging, and Animal Handler eventually rights himself and is like, damn you all to heck. I'll be back. And he runs off in the direction that Bambi went. And as he runs through, you see Gerald drop down, like grab his shoulders, and as they all run together down this south passage.
Coward.
Yep. So eventually you pull Dude out of the ground. And then I guess you guys all meet up with an animator. I don't know what you might want to do there. That's why I was...
Well, I guess an animator. I can't really pronounce that name, so you can go ahead and transform back, and we will see what we can do about Dolly there.
All right, and I transform back.
Awesome. You transform back, and Dolly is sitting there. He's like, "You don't even know this if this is the real me." Ha ha ha.
Yeah, but it's one of you. Let's take it back to the mayor and torture it. for information, obviously. You know, not for fun.
I could turn into a giant shears and we could shear this beast.
Was that an attempt at a pun, or?
Yeah, I was going for one.
You'll get it. You'll get it.
Let's see here. Yeah, midwife. Doesn't this Dolly look a lot like your husband Harold?
I take my glasses off. Oh yeah, now it does. Just an annoying looking white blur.
All right.
Are your hellspawns still running around?
Oh, probably. That's alright. They'll go back to their rooms in like 5 minutes.
Well, you can say, hellspawn, look, Daddy's home. Why don't you play with him?
Yeah, go bother Daddy. Leave Mommy alone.
All right, you do that, and we'll say they go running up and they start jumping on Dolly, bouncing like a mattress. And you guys calmly walk away. A job well done.
Nice.
I think that's a good place that we end. You guys did amazing.
Oh, that was actually a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm glad.
You were so worried.
Yeah. We succeeded more than we failed, and even when we failed, it was still funny. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, the whole premise is, with it being based on Mystery Men, is they're lame, but they do succeed.
Right. Yeah. They do find ways to succeed.
Invisible Man. But you can't look at me. If you look at me, I become invisible.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
I really like Midwife Crisis.
That was that was awesome.
That was too much fun.
That was awesome.
Even better when like 3/4 of the way through the session, Casely finally gets the Hellspawn joke. So good.
I appreciated all of it.
That was lots of fun.
Well, all right.
This has been an Azentuary LLC production. Find us online at azentuary.com for our character bios, merchandise, Patreon, and more. Thank you for listening.